Good day. I've got Trillium's Big Bird here, their special release double IPA, first time they've done this one. And they say they use a special new signature hop in it. And they don't tell you what the hop that is, and they don't tell you if there are any other hops in it. But they do tell us that there are a mixture of many different grains in here. In addition to barley, they've got two kinds of wheat, and rye, and triticale, and oats in it, which is pretty exciting. They've used all of those in beers, but I don't think they've used them all together. And I had only a little bit of a taste of it the week it came out. My cat is going crazy and attacking the rug over here. And this one, yeah, it doesn't have crazy high ratings. They said that it's, you know, as hoppy as something like Headroom, their other double IPA they do once a year. But I thought it was pretty darn good. People haven't been going like way high, like what the fuck? My cat's crazy. So this one's 8.5% alcohol, and let's just get into it. Looks like my glass is mostly clean. Yeah, I liked it when I had a few sips of it when it was really fresh, but I haven't really been able to drink it and ponder on it. It looks just like any good Trillium beer. Nice head there. We'll see how the retention is. And it's not so murky that it has that sort of gray look to it, like I've noticed with some like overly hazy beers, but pretty opaque. Whew. I swear it seems like the hop is Galaxy in this, but maybe it's some other special new Australian hop. Maybe it's some Australian hop we know about that now they're going to use a whole bunch because they have some special contract with. I don't know. My cat's still going crazy here. Well, this smells really great. I was just in the Midwest for almost 2 weeks, and there was no beer I had there that smelled anything like this. The best beer was probably the last one I just uploaded, the Toppling Goliath Hop Smack Double IPA. But even when I had this after drinking a whole bunch of Vermont rare double IPAs, because I was in Vermont 2 weeks ago, this one's really stood out. The aroma and flavors seem really different from everything else. It has, yeah, all that tropical fruit, but it's not super duper syrupy. It's like just barely ripe pineapple. It's definitely strong. It's like the biggest smell is clearly like pineapple. It's not like unclear like mango and other things mixed in. I get lots of nice juicy but still tart pineapple in there. And a very light green eucalyptus-y type thing, which makes me think of the Australian hops. And some of that sweet vanilla cake thing that I notice a lot in Trillium beers. And yeah, Trillium, I think they're the ones that have the most, I would say. And it smells like it's going to be a little bit sweet. Very little dank green resinous qualities. Really full bodied, super fruity, a little chalky for sure, and it's got a better little cap of foam on there than like I think Headroom would have after a while. And then it finishes like with this big taffy like marshmallowy vanilla flavor that's really nice. Yeah. And the chalkiness and the bitterness is not too bad in the first few sips. I'm getting, yeah, some definite orange juice, limey, not piney, and guava. Whereas the aroma is mostly that pineapple eucalyptus thing. And the body is big and kind of soft, but then does have a chalky, drying quality. And I'm not getting a burn in the throat that's unpleasant yet. with headroom, that definitely was kind of strong, had a chalkiness to it. It didn't have quite the head retention. That's how I remember it, but this is like, you know, almost a year ago. Hopefully they'll release headroom again next month. Now I'm getting just a little bit of alcohol warming in the throat, but I don't notice any alcohol in the aroma or flavor. Yeah, this is really good. I generally don't want to waste the calories and alcohol in my body with double IPAs, even though they can be really great, but this is one that is definitely very worthy. Sometimes when I have a double IPA, I'm just like, I wish this were not so big and strong and sweet. But this one, they really make it something special and beyond what you could accomplish, I think, with a regular strength IPA. Yeah, that's very nice. Just an explosion of all sorts of fruits and candies and sweet. It almost tastes like angel food cake to me, with that simple, sweet, bready flavor. I don't know what all those grains are doing. I mean, they're giving a little bit of an interesting grainy body, I guess, and a touch of spiciness maybe from the rye, but there aren't any super strong malty flavors and aromas like I often get from Treehouse and Hill Farmstead. This is still, it seems like all these grains are really a supporting character for the cool hop flavors. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite double IPAs I've ever had from Trillium. I'm not sure why a lot of people are thinking that this isn't an explosion of flavors, and why they're thinking that it is extremely bitter, especially in comparison to some of Trillium's other mess up double IPAs from last year. Yeah, there's just, now I'm just getting a teeny bit of a throat burn. Well, that's really fantastic. And now I'm getting that mouth saturating, almost menthol-y eucalyptus greenness, but it's not becoming too sappy and bitter. Like I've noticed this with some beers that are this intensely hopped. It kind of overcomes all the fruitiness, but with this one, Trillium keeps it pretty fruit forward, but you still get the smack of hops in your whole face, and now it's overtaking my palate. When that burp was a little bit grassy. Maybe it's a grassy thing. It's all these sort of fresh cut green herbs are kind of overtaking the face, but the aroma and when it first touches your tongue, it's very, very fruity. Yeah, and there's some chalkiness building up on the tongue, but it's keeping it from seeming too sweet, because a lot of Trillium's lower alcohol hoppy beers are pretty sweet, though I still love them. But this one is just, I think, really well balanced and taking all these elements and making them kind of work together, not taking too much away from each other, and bringing out the unique fruity, candy, cakey sort of flavors from the hops of whatever the hop they're using in here. But whatever it is, it's very, very similar to Galaxy, I would say. I wonder if they'll ever do this one again, or if they'll maybe do a whole series of Big Birds, different double IPAs. But this was pretty well received, not headroom sort of hype, but it got like a 4.7 or 4.47 on Untapped, I think, something like that. I guess now I'm drinking it at what? I guess it's 3 weeks old, almost now. Not quite. It's the 13th. No, I guess it's just a little over 2 weeks old, so it's super fresh. And I don't remember the sips I had of it when it was really fresh being too bitter. It's probably gotten a little bit milder, but I don't think it's worth aging this a long time, because I love that burst of super fresh fruit on the tongue. Because a lot of these really fruity double IPAs I've had are they're like canned tropical fruit and syrup. This one doesn't have that. It's not super sweet, and thick, syrupy, sugary. It's really capturing the super on the edge of ripe but still tart sort of fruit, and I love that about it. So I'd give it a very good rating, at least 4.5. Very good beer for 4.6 bags of popcorn repeating or something.